Hello, I'm Robert Rosborough, and I'm here with the Boys Lacrosse Player of the Year, TJ-Subel. TJ, thanks for coming out today.
Thank you for having me.
All right. So, TJ, you've proven over the course of your career that you have a knack for coming up big in big games. You were the MVP of last year's state title game, and you scored the game-tying and game-winning goals this year for Chagrin Falls. What kind of, what does that mean to you to have, had those moments and been able to, capitalize on them, and now you have them to share with your kids and grandkids down the road?
Exactly.
Things like that.
Well, I've said this to many different people throughout the course of them asking me questions and stuff like that, but I really didn't want to take those shots at the end of that game there, but I decided I had to take some risks, and it worked my way. So, risk taking was, I think, a big part of that game that had to be done. As you can see, like in the other goals that were scored, they weren't really off of design. So, risks were the best way to do it, and it worked our way, thankfully.
Now, you started out this season, you were just going to be a role player. You're a face-off specialist for Chagrin Falls. Do you want to talk about, starting off in that role and how you progressed and eventually got to the point where you were one of the most potent offensive players on your team?
Well, yeah. So facing off is my forte, I would say. Really good at face-offs, and it takes a lot of energy out of you. So our coaches decided that they would just stick me on the face-off because they thought they'd have enough middies to have a powerful offense. But I still knew that I was probably one of the best midfielders on our team, even while taking faceoffs and being that tired. So I asked them if I could get some more playing time, and they thought it was best for the team as well. So once that started happening, we started getting on a roll in a good pattern. So like that too worked out our way. So thankfully.
At what point in the year did you feel like you guys had a real good chance of getting back to the state championship game and coming away with a win this time?
Well, that's a good question, because towards the beginning of the season, I think we were kind of struggling just with clicking with our offense. Our defense was playing well pretty much the whole season, but our offense didn't start clicking until around we played Solon, which is on like the second half of our season there, and then we had a couple big games after that. So I always said that we played at the level of our intensity, and that came out when we played the big games such as Solon, Hudson, and the state championship. So yeah, we played at the level of our intensity, and when we played at a high intensity, we played really well. And I would say the Solon game is when we started playing and clicking as a team.
Now, can you describe what the key is to winning a face-off? What are some of the techniques that you use, and what's your mindset going in?
Yeah, well, a lot of people don't know how many rules and technicalities go into it, really. So first of all, what I like to say is it starts with comfortability. You have to get down in a position where you're most comfortable. I think my way is a little goofier than most people. My stance, I put one of my legs down that shouldn't be going down to other face-off guys. And then it's kind of like a J swipe, what you would call it as a face-off guy. So you get the clamp, and then you get the J curve so the ball can come with your stick to pop out in front of you. That's pretty much what goes into it. And then the quick hands, obviously. Doing a lot of chops and practices. That's just going over the ball back and forth as fast as you can. So just workouts with fast hands and just a little technique. That's about it.
Gotcha. Well, goofy or not, it seems to have worked for you, and
Exactly.
you were the OHSLA face-off specialist of the year too.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So obviously something's going right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right. That was TJ-Subel, Player of the Year from Chagrin Falls.
Thank you.